Good morning, people, and welcome to the 6 a.m. club, man. I hope you lot are blessed and I hope you're starting your day right. Whether you're in the gym or whether you're on a walk, walking the dog, on a run, I don't know, doing an exercise class on an exercise bike, whatever. I don't know. Maybe you're in bed, maybe you're getting the kids ready for school, whatever the weather, we are here. This is the 6 a.m. club and we're ready to go, man. So hopefully you've woke up today with a positive energy and a positive mind and you're ready to go. So today's conversation is, how do you create an amazing life? How do you create an amazing life? I think that I genuinely believe that a lot of us want to have an amazing life. And every day that we wake up, I feel like as time goes on, we get used to certain things and we get comfortable. And as we get comfortable, we neglect the things that can help us get that amazing life. So for this conversation, I remember I was listening to a podcast and a guy told a story about one of his employees, right? Now, his employee had a visualization process, and through that visualization process, he used to journal and he used to write and he used to say, how he was feeling every day and what he wanted to achieve and what he wanted to get and what he wanted to have in his life. And then what happened was he misplaced his journal, so he couldn't find it, right? And when he found his journal, he noticed that a load of the things that he had prayed for prior to him losing his journal, years later, he has. So when he found his journal, I think it was like 10 years later or something, and he found his journal, and when he found it, it said, I don't know, he wanted a Rolex, for example. He had the Rolex, the same Rolex that he had been visualizing and been trying to get. But he had forgotten that he had written all these things down. He had forgotten that he had prayed for these things. And I often find that in life, many things that we've prayed for, many things that we've asked for, many things that we've tried to achieve, now that we actually have them, we don't say thank you, or we're not grateful, or we forget that we ever even wanted them. There was a time, I always say to people, there was a time when, to you, living by yourself was just a dream. You literally just thought, I want to live by myself. I can't wait to live by myself. Watch when I get my yard. Watch when I live by myself. Or watch when I have a family. Or watch when I get my driving license. And watch when I'm driving my car. Or I don't know, if you're a footballer, watch when I make it. Watch when I do this. Watch when I do that. And then it's like, we've actually got these things now. We've actually got them. The prayers come true. And the dreams come true. And the thoughts come true. Now, you worked your way to that amazing life that you're living right now. You worked your way to get to that place. You know what I mean? And they always say, don't overestimate what you can do in a year. Because a lot of the time, what happens is we wake up and we think, I'm going to change my life. And we think it's going to happen quick. We think it's going to come quick. It's going to go from today. Next week, I'm going to be in this place. It even happened with me with YouTube. I think to myself, oh, YouTube, okay, I'm going to drop a few videos. I'm going to talk about a few things. And then next week, I'm going to have 1,000 subscribers, or I'm going to have 10,000 subscribers. And it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It's like almost everything in this world, it just happens with consistency. It happens with prayer. It happens with drive. It happens with dedication and you trying to grow and you trying to work. So in the question of today of how do you create an amazing life, these are a lot of the elements that you have to implement to make an amazing life, right? A lot of the time it's also, we think about the things that we have to do to get these things. I think to myself, in order for me to get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, I have to be consistent. I have to post all the time. I have to be repetitive. I have to keep on doing the same thing over and over and over again. But that's not the type of person I am in certain aspects. So that's something I have to learn. That's something I have to learn to implement. So sometimes it's not what you have to do, it's who do you have to become. What does the Thatch that has 100,000 subscribers on YouTube look like? Do you know what I mean? In comparison to the Thatch that was a rapper, or the Thatch that was an actor, or the Thatch that was outside. Do you know what I'm saying? What does YouTuber Thatch look like? What does he do? What does he wake up in the morning and do? How much editing does he do? How much recording does he do? How much of his life does he expose to YouTube? What does he look like? Who do you have to become to get the things that you want? If you want to be a boxer, who do you have to become in order to become a boxer? Do you wake up and train in the morning? Do you watch videos, old boxers, old fights, and go over these things and study them? Do you study them? You know what I mean? These are the things that we have to think about. It's not always just what you want and what you need to do to get what you want. Sometimes it's who do you need to become? Yeah. Also, I always look at my notes. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's not just things that we want. Sometimes we're asking for opportunities. You might want a job, but the job that you want requires you to be of a certain caliber. It requires of you to behave in a certain nature. Are you doing the things that you need to do to get that job? You know what I mean? If you want to be, I don't know, it could be anything. If you want to be a receptionist, are you organized? Are you on time? Are you punctual? Are you someone that we can rely on? Because a company, for you to be a receptionist, the company has to be able to rely on you. Is it that you want to be a doctor? Is it that you want to own your own company and your own business? I've learned over the years to own your own business is not as easy as people think. It takes hard work. It takes a lot of monitoring. It takes a lot of dedication, a lot of time that the normal person doesn't have. Most people work from 9 to 5. When you have your own business, business can come in at 10 o'clock in the night. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're first starting off and you're first creating this dream that you want and you're first creating the amazing life that you want. Sometimes you're working into the night. People don't understand that. Some people don't even want that. You know what I mean? So this is a conversation that resonates heavy with me. And I hope it resonates with a lot of people, who are on here as well. Do you know what I'm saying? To become a music manager, who do you need to become? Yeah? So you have to write these things down in order to achieve them. It helps you. A lot of the time we don't write things down. We try and think through it in our head, and that just makes it more difficult for us to do and more difficult for us to achieve. You know what I'm saying? And another thing that I've found in life, right, is the mind is a powerful thing. The brain is a powerful thing. The brain will put you can think about things and picture things and have fears about them and have anxiety about things that haven't even happened yet, situations we haven't even seen yet, right? And what people don't understand is that same notion or that same idea, you can use that against yourself. You can, let's call it reverse anxiety, and you can think about positive things where you're not even at yet, positive places you're not even at yet, ways of looking, physicality. You can picture yourself with a six-pack. You can picture yourself ripped up and strong and muscular without even being there yet, right? And the mind is a powerful thing. Your mind will take you to these places. Do you know what I'm saying? How many times have you thought about not wanting to do something so much and somehow it still ends up happening because your mind took you there? You know what I'm saying? Wherever it is, it could be anything. There's been times where I always, when I used to be doing certain bits and bobs, I always would think to myself, do not think about the obvious. Don't think about being that police are coming to talk to you, because that will make them come and talk to you. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and it goes both ways. So the positive, you can almost reverse anxiety. How many of us do that? How many of us wake up and say, do you know what? I'm going to make it. I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to go hard and I'm going to do this thing until I get there. And that's the place that I'm at right now. The amazing life that I want to create, it takes me becoming a new version of myself. The old version of me has to die. The old version of me has to die. And that's another conversation that we'll have. You know what I'm saying? In regards to like a version of you having to die for the new version of you to live. Do you know what I'm saying? And another thing that I would say is giving yourself deadlines. Sometimes when you give yourself a deadline, it gives you something to work to. You need a destination. If you don't have a destination, then you're just on the go. Do you know what I'm saying? When does it stop? I can say I want to lose weight. If I say I want to lose weight, I can go to the gym for a few days and drop a pound. I've completed my target. I lost a pound. I lost some weight. But what's my destination? What's my timeline? What is my timeline? For example, with YouTube, I want to see if I'm able and capable of posting every single day for a year and sticking to it, sticking to posting on YouTube, sticking to posting on Instagram and promoting this project and seeing what happens. How does your life change when you do that? When you make those big changes? When you say, do you know what? I'm going to post every day for a year. Or do you know what? I want to be a runner, so I'm going to run every day for a year. Or do you know what? I want to drop weight, so I'm going to eat right every day for a year. What happens? How does your life change? These are the things that help you to change your life. A lot of us want to talk about it, and a lot of us want to be in the places, but a lot of us don't want to do the graft. Jokers. Don't want to do the graft. You know what I mean? So, have a think about it, man. You got to be consistent. You have to do the work. So, I think that's been the 6 a.m. club for today. And I just want everybody to understand that every part of your life that you're in now, whether it's good or bad, you created that part, that chapter. So if your chapter is that you're in prison, it's a chapter that you created. If your chapter is you're in a relationship that you're not happy with, it's a chapter that you created, right? Now, on the positive side of those things is you have the power to create the chapters moving forward. What chapters are you going to create moving forward? Are you going to get into a relationship where you're happy? Are you going to come out of prison and change your life? Or are you going to do things to prevent yourself from going to prison and find something else to do? Do you know what I mean? You're your own story writer, you know? So you can make these changes and you can make it happen for yourself. So that has been the 6 a.m. club. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Big up the man them, big up the gal them. Wagwan for the weirdos, I just can't understand them. 6 a.m. club to the world and back. And just think, man, are you creating that amazing life? Are you doing what you need to do to create that amazing life? Are you heading in the right way to create that amazing life, man? We all want to create an amazing life. So just think about it, man, and have a beautiful day. Big up the man them, big up the gal them. Wagwan for the weirdos, I just can't understand them. Pow, 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 pow. All right, cool. Next one. Good morning, people, and welcome to the 6 a.m. club. Today, we're going to be talking about how to create an amazing life. Today, we spoke about how to create an amazing life. Tune in. Good morning, people, man, and welcome to the 6 a.m. club. Today, we spoke about... Good morning, people. I hope you're blessed. And today on the 6 a.m. club, we spoke about how to create an amazing life. Okay, cool. Yes, my people, man, big up and blessed. I hope you're good. Today on the 6 a.m. club, we spoke about how to create an amazing life. Make sure you go to the YouTube and lock in and see the full story of how to create an amazing life. Have a blessed day. Big up. Pow. So that's that. So what you do is you do a...